Hey guys,
We're here to do a very quick review, update, shout out, whatever you want to call it. We were at Vagos Metal Fest for the last day of the show, and for those of you saying, what kind of fucking idiots go and
On
just
the
show
last
up on
day.
one day? Well, these idiots. What happened is we're here visiting my mother. My dad passed away last year. We're here visiting my mother in Portugal because we had to do some paperwork, some financial stuff. And it would be of horrible taste for me to come here to visit my mom,
say hi, and
say
then
hi,
leave for
and
4
then
days.
bounce for 4 days and go see metal shows. So we decided to just kind of scoot the route for one day and go see Vagos.
We wanted to
Metal
find
Fest.
the best day, and
Well, I'm not saying that was the best day, but that was the
Oh.
day that I really wanted to go
Yeah.
because it had the most amount of bands that I really wanted to check it out.
Rasta Boss, Suicidal Tendencies, Hajgu, Insiferum, like those are some good bands.
Municipal Waste, let's not forget them. Plus many others. Now, we're going to try to make this video quick because we have other things to attend to today. We're on vacation after all.
Yeah.
But I want to say this. There's a few things we have to hit. First, I'm going to start with the organization of the festival. Love the venue. Love how everything was set up, the way the camping was set up, the way the porta potties were set up, the way the vendors were set up,
The way
selling
the
the shirts.
pool was set up with
The
nice
pool with a
slide
nice sign,
system.
don't pee on the pool.
Yeah.
I'm sure you couldn't drown on that pool. The pool, though, the water was not higher than my ankle. It would be like, I mean, you would have to be really on the short end of the gene pool to be an idiot enough to drown in that pool. But anyways, I guess if you're drunk and you pass out in the pool, you could drown in the
Yeah.
pool. I really loved the setup. I loved everything. I loved the way everything was organized. The security people were super cool. Everybody was super friendly. Tons of places to eat, hang out, chill, drink.
The best Ballers de Berlin.
Best. When I mean best, I mean the best Ballers de Berlin I've ever had in my life. I had them there. No word of a doubt. No word of a doubt. The hot dog, the bread was a little harder. You could probably hit somebody over the head and knock them out with that bread.
And they would drown in that pool.
Well, if they were hanging
Next
over
to
the
the
pool,
pool.
yeah. By the way, did you see Jack Sparrow there? I saw a guy there that
Yeah.
looked like Jack Sparrow.
Did you see that there was also a person with a inflatable goat that was signed? So they were there for all 4 days, and after the concert, they would have someone sign it. Like I saw Rasta Bot when we went to see Rasta Boss.
They signed it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And every time I looked at the crowd, all you see is this goat
Yeah.
floating around. That was really cool. Even when the person holding the goat was crowd surfing, she had the goat, inflatable goat, with her. All right, so first I wanted to give a shout out to the organization because I sent them a bunch of messages about things like tickets and parking and whatever, and they were always very responsive, very cool. They deserve a shout out because these festivals are not easy to put together, and people always tend to crap on them.
Yeah.
But I feel that you need to support these festivals, otherwise they're not going to happen. If you keep shitting on them and you keep only on harping on the negatives, not looking at the positives, eventually people will stop putting these things together, and then what you're going to be doing is complaining about the fact that there's no festivals.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, when you had one,
You
either you
complain.
didn't go or you went and you complained about every single thing that went on, which I think is completely idiotic. Anyways, so shout out to the organization. Second shout out goes to all of the fans. I don't like to call them fans. I really hate that word.
Yeah.
All of the viewers that took the time to approach the two of us, ask for pictures, talk to us, and gave us tons of incentive and positive feedback and positive words about the videos that we do.
That I couldn't understand.
Doesn't matter. They were all good. They were all positive. The feedback was very positive, very uplifting, very supportive. The support that we got. Let me start with the love. Love was in the air. You could feel it anywhere.
I could breathe it.
You could cut it with a knife. You know, that's how thick the love was in the air. We had so many people approaching us. We took pictures with everybody that asked us for the picture. We talked to everybody. We're just regular folks. I mean, we just have a YouTube channel. We're not like celebrities or whatever. We're just regular guys. I had a blast meeting everybody, really talking to people. It was so cool, so much fun. I love it. For those that didn't approach us, you should have. You know, we don't bite, even though we may look a little hungry because we're a little bit big.
Yeah.
We're two little big trolls, but we don't bite. You should have come and said hi. We would have had a pleasure talking to you. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Give a shout out to everybody who took the time to come and say hi. The love, the support. The support was like, it was like a double D bra. That's how much support we received from the people.
That's a lot of support.
That's a lot of support. You can go parachuting with that. Not that I know personally, but I'm contemplating that thought. So Tons of support, really appreciate it. Now, next shout out has to go, and first of all, let me start this. I'm going to apologize to all the Portuguese bands listening to this video right now, but my favorite, absolutely favorite Portuguese band is Carach. Okay, I'm not going to hide it. Okay. Big shout out to the boys in Carach. Those guys, they have a heart of gold. Yeah. Like Neil Young would say.
Those guys are really nice.
Really nice guys. I know you're going to say that. What are you going to say? That they give us some shirts?
They took the time out of being backstage in the...
Chilling like villains.
Yeah.
Chilling like the boss. Not Ross necessarily, but just
during
the
Ross
boss.
The boss.
Yeah, well, during Ross the Boss and Integrity.
Yeah.
Hang out with them.
They came out, we took a couple pictures, and then they went to get us some t-shirts. While they were getting the t-shirts, we met the guitar player and lead singer of Secret Chord.
Yes, another great Portuguese band from the Coimbra area.
Yeah.
Another great band, which I want to apologize to them for making them hold my ball of Berlin while I was taking pictures with the guys from Carach. That was a little douchey.
That was a dick move.
I know, I should have at least bought them one. I should have at least done that. That was a dick move, but I apologize. I'm going to blame that one on the caipirinha that I had for €4 that was filled with ants.
Ants? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they were in the sugar, so when they mixed it, there was ants in my caipirinha, which added extra flavor. Extra protein.
Yeah.
Extra protein. So, big shout out to the boys in Carach for, like he said, for the shirts. Yes, I love the shirts. We're going to wear the shirts in our videos, in bed, to work, not to school because you have to wear a uniform. All over the place. We're going to represent the Portuguese banner throughout Canada and the world. We're always going to rock our Carach t-shirt all the time. Love it. Thank you very much for taking the time to go get us some t-shirts. But more important to me than the shirts was getting to meet the guys in person, talking to them, taking the time to talk to them, taking some pictures, hanging out. I absolutely had a blast. Loved it. It was great. Meeting the guys from Secret Chord as well. That was a nice little treat I wasn't expecting. So I want to give a big shout out to the guys in Carach because we weren't able to see their set, and that leaves me.
It's like getting
me with a little bit of
kicked in the nuts.
Yes, it leaves me a little bit sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Almost like when you pay for something and then you end up getting it for free. Yeah. You know, almost like that. Yeah, I feel a little.
That happens a lot.
It does happen quite a bit. Isn't that ironic? At least that's what Alanis Morissette would say. So, anyways, I feel a little bit. I wish I could have stayed longer and catch their set. It's one of the bands that's on my bucket list to watch, and I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't able to stay long enough to see their set. I was really hoping that they would have played earlier on the day and I would get to see their set. But shout out to the guys in Carach for taking the time to meet with us and hang out with us. We had a blast. It was a pleasure. It made my day. Now, I'm going to pick two bands from all the bands we saw. I'm not going to throw any bands under the bus. Please do not throw any bands under the bus, regardless of your feelings or whatever. We had a great time. I'm not throwing any bands under the bus. Two bands I need to give a shout out because they impacted my day.
I can't say two, I have to say three.
Okay, I'm going to say two, and then if the two that and then you can say yours.
Yes.
First, Ross the Boss. All right, I'm a big Manowar fan. Hail and kill. I'm a big Manowar fan. Always been, always will be. Manowar has a place in my heart. It pulls at my heartstrings. By the way, there's a Manowar video coming this Throwback Thursday for you guys.
Yeah.
So, big fan of Manowar. This is perhaps the closest I'll ever be to watching or listening to Manowar live. I don't think I'll ever get the chance to do that because they barely ever tour in North America. So, seeing Ross the Boss, that set, absolutely incredible. I loved it. I was like a kid that just discovered masturbation. Not that I was jizzing all over the crowd because that would be unpleasant. Perhaps for the crowd, not necessarily for me, but for the crowd would be unpleasant. It'd be sticky. And then with all that dust, ugh. So I felt like a little kid, not a little kid because little kids don't jizz. Okay, so I felt like a teenager that just watched his first porno and just jizzed in a sock, for lack of a better place to jizz. I just felt that way because I was so giddy. I finally got to see Manowar, but I got to hear Manowar songs live, and that to me was absolutely incredible.
Through an amazing voice.
Dude, the lead singer was incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that's the first shout out that I want to give as far as the band is concerned. Is one of yours?
Yeah.
All right. Second shout out, Insiferum. Airline loses all of their instruments, everything.
This happened. This happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
in
because I
France.
was talking on Messenger with Asim from Wintersun, and he said that happened to them a couple of weeks ago. I think in France or something, right? And it happened again. So the festival people went out and bought them acoustic equipment, and they did a full-on acoustic set. Incredible.
Yeah.
Also incredible the amount of booze they had around them. Beer,
Even
Baileys.
after the show, one of the guitar players literally just started filling his shirt with beers that were on the side for them.
Incredible. The amount of booze, like the Baileys, like, you know, like they were drinking Baileys the way I drink IPD is absolutely incredible. Just so I absolutely love that set. It's not every day that you see Insiferum live, at least for us, it's not every day that we see Insiferum live. And then it's definitely not every day that you see them perform a full-on acoustic set. Absolutely incredible. And to me, the highlight of that set, there's two moments of that set that have to be mentioned. Lele Hey was incredible.
I think the song's like
Sammy just left the
That song is
stage.
4 minutes. It lasted like 7.
I thought it lasted at least 15 because Sammy left the stage to high five people. Then he was locked out of the
They wouldn't let
stage.
him back in.
Then he had a hard time getting back in. So the song had to carry on until he came back in so they could finish the song. That was incredible. That was one of the highlights. The whole set was a highlight. That was a highlight within the highlight. There was a small highlight reel within the big highlight reel. The other one was them performing Breaking the Law cover of the Judas Priest, the cover song. They did a cover of Judas Priest, Breaking the Law. I'm slurring my words.
And they were like, "Do you guys want to hear a cover?
Yeah.
It's Judas Priest.
And it's not Painkiller.
Yeah.
And it's not Painkiller. Breaking the Law, absolutely incredible. I recorded about 48 seconds, 50 seconds of it. I put it on Facebook and Instagram. You guys can check it out. Absolutely incredible. Incredible, man. I loved it. To Insiferum, all I have to say is, Kiitos.
Kiitos.
Kiitos. There's other things I could say, but it wouldn't really apply to this sentence.
Yeah.
Not to this sentence, to this occasion. We'll save those for other videos. All right, so you mentioned 3 bands. What was your third one?
Municipal Waste.
Yes, Municipal
They
Waste was
were
absolutely...
really good. Also, I saw a bunch of Municipal Waste T-shirts with Donald Trump shooting himself in the head, and his toupee falling off.
And did you see what the shirt at the back said?
No.
At the back said, "The only walls that we will build are walls of death." I absolutely love that T-shirt. I absolutely love the front and the back. I love their set.
Yeah.
Talk about guys that are absolute. First of all, they look like hippies. You know, let's just keep it real here.
Yeah.
They look like the kind of guys that voted for Donald Trump. You know what I mean? But they're not. They're not.
No.
Obviously, by what they said, they definitely didn't vote for him. Such a hype set. Such a hype performance. Such a lively performance.
Yeah.
Really. It was really incredible. And when you think about it, they played, same as Suicidal Tendencies and Insiferum, they're playing on the last day of the festival after 4 days. You think the crowd is a little bit more tired and aching and pain? No, people were... The crowd surfing, the mosh...
crowd surfing during Insiferum.
That's one thing we didn't mention. Yes, there was Circle Pit during Insiferum, acoustic Circle Pit. Acoustic crowd surfing.
People of Portugal.
Let's finish this video. Because this video is already going on for too long. Let's finish this video by giving all the people who attended Vagos Metal Fest a huge shout out. Because the crowds here in Portugal, the crowds here at Vagos were, by what I witnessed on the last day, they were mental. They were there to have fun. They were there to show what kind of balls, cojones, culhões, bolas, caxcacia, whatever you want to call it. Caxcacia means 2 bags. Yeah. So I don't know if 2 bags would really apply to testicles. But whatever, people get the point. They have tons of those. You know what I mean? Like, because they were hyped the whole day. People were going crazy. People were lively. But most of all, people were friendly. And that's important at these festivals. It's really important to show unity within the metal community. I think that's very important. It goes a long way. Plus, it was really cool to see really small kids, really small children there with their parents enjoying metal music. I think a family that listens to metal together stays together. I think that's important. And it was nice to see a father and son there enjoying, like we were, but like smaller kids. Because those smaller kids, as you, will grow up listening to metal and then take their kids there and to other festivals. And I think that's the only way we can keep our community alive, is by taking our children with us and introducing them to great music,
Yeah.
not Justin Bieber and all that kind of bullshit. All right, that's it for us today. But we will be back tomorrow with another video, perhaps two, at least one tomorrow. There's going to be one tomorrow. And like I said, Men of War on Throwback Thursday, so you guys want to check that out. All right, guys? See ya.
See ya.